It's today's Variety 101.9 The Mix. McCabe and Jenny here, and very excited to go to Los Angeles right now and joined by Alex Warren. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I mean, you have had a busy year. I mean, most recently coming off that Brit Awards performance. Just
Yeah.
incredible.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite TV performances I've done in a while.
How did you team up with James Blunt on that one?
It's funny. I've been a huge fan of James's for a while, and so I just asked him if he'd be down to play piano, just because I feel like that's such a cool niche thing, and he was so keen on it, and it's been a blast. I've made a friend.
And before that, you were nominated for Best New Artist at this year's Grammy Awards. And I thought you had one of the best reactions to finding out that you were up there. I mean, what was going through your mind when you were announced as a nominee?
Uh, I don't know if I can cuss. So one of
Go
the
ahead.
five.
Go ahead. We'll
I
bleep
was like,
it.
oh, no, truly, I was genuinely shocked. Like I remember I was one of the last names, and I had been so adamant on not having a watch party because I truly didn't think I was going to get it. And so when I walked out of my bedroom to go watch it on my TV, my friends and family were there, and they had all flown out. And it was stressful to say the least because I didn't think I was going to get it, and that would have been a really sad day.
Oh.
Well, then you were there and have a technical issue, which you, I mean, dealt with professionally. When
Yeah.
that first happens, there's no going back at that point. You can't be like, hey, can we start over?
No, and especially because I like 30 seconds before we start, they're like, okay, you should be able to hear yourself, and I couldn't. It was just it was a whole debacle that I really was like, I was like, let's do it. This is gonna happen anyway. Let's just see where this goes. And for the sick circumstances, I think we handled it pretty well.
Oh, for sure. And one of my favorite moments was when Jelly Roll and his wife Bunny were slow dancing to Ordinary. I mean, I love the bromance between you and Jelly, him dancing to Ordinary, and then you coming out during a set at Wrigley. How did you guys start to connect?
He's one of my neighbors, funny enough, in Nashville. So I had reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to hear the song I'd written, and he loved it. And we ended up putting it out called Bloodline. And it's so funny that you say that. Everyone had told me that Jelly and Bunny have been doing that. I, to this day, have never watched the performance. I don't like watching my performances. So everyone's told me about it, but I actually haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
Well, I want to get into talking about new music, but just real quick on Ordinary, when
Yeah.
you finished that song initially, you were done with it. Did you
Yeah.
think it's going to be as massive as it is?
I don't think I could ever contextualize how massive it is today. I always thought it would change my life. When we were making it, I was so confused by the record, I guess, because we weren't trying to make anything except for just a fun, different song. And we were playing it on some rubber bridge guitar, and it sounded very ethereal. It sounded very like fairy tale land. And when we first had written it, and it didn't sound like an Alex Warren record. And I was like, oh, this is cool. It might not be a song for me and whatnot. And I wasn't really loving it. And then when we cut it, that's when I was like, holy, this is insane. And I just always felt like the song was special. And it means the world that so does a lot of people in the world. And I had to fight for that record a lot.
And it's a beautiful song about your wife. You followed up that one with another beautiful song about your wife, Fever
Yeah.
Dream. When you write these songs about her, do you leave her in the dark until the song is put out, or do you give her a hint like, hey, babe, what do you think of this line?
I write a lot of songs. I have a ton of music. And so when I show my wife, a lot of times I'm like, yeah, I wrote this song about you. And I play it for her. And she's gotten better at liking this. But like when I show her songs about her, she's kind of just like, oh, cool. Like that's nice because I always show her the bare bones, nothing crazy. And they're usually kind of bad. And then we get to the finished product where it's great. And she's kind of like, oh, nice.
Well, you posted like a reaction where you guys are singing Fever Dream. And what was
Yes.
her, what did she say? Because we saw her reaction.
Her favorite thing about that song is that she doesn't have to think about it. Like she was just dancing, and her and I love listening to music and kind of getting groovy with it. And that was one of those moments where it's like, okay, put these headphones on, listen to this song, and just dance with me. And so I started playing Fever Dream, and then she was like, that's insane. So we listened to it actually four more times after that.
And I want to talk about that music video because what is it like being slapped by Paris Hilton? That was a real
Her
slap.
ring hurt. Her ring.
Was that your idea to be like, no, actually slap me. We're not doing a slap
Yes,
hand.
I had to talk her into it, by the way. There was a good 10 to 15 minutes where I was like, Paris, trust me, it's not going to hurt. It's just slap me as hard as you can. And it was really sick.
She had an arm on her.
She had a ring on her too. I was like, dang, is that like 6 carats? And she goes, 22. And it was the craziest thing in the world.
And I mean, you're getting some great cameos in your videos. I mean, you got Paris Hilton right there. And then before that, you had Jennifer Aniston launching your tour announcement. Do you just
Yeah.
have a Rolodex of artists? You're like, all right, let's call them and see if they're available.
Funny because I just filmed an Australia one with another person that I'm really excited to post. I love the opportunity that I'm in right now where I can meet a lot of cool people, and I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of people I look up to. And so it's just been fun to kind of like, hey, like I ask all of my friends and everyone I've made friends with, I go, hey, like, do you want to be in this? Just because I think it's a great opportunity for me to be able to. I've been writing these scripts and I've been testing my acting, and so it's just been fun to be like, hey, would you ever want to be in something like this? And I've gotten really surprised and happily surprised by the people who say yes. And it's fun to work with your friends that way. Like I have been friends with Jen now for a little while, and it's just such a cool experience to be able to watch her do what she does. And same thing with Paris, and same thing with this next person. It's just such a great moment.
Speaking of working with cool people, how did the fake, or I should say friendly feud between you and SOMBR start?
One day, I don't remember who started it. I don't remember what it was. I think I raided his dressing room, or one of us. It was just something, and we were like, "Wait, this is funny." So we started filming it. Somber and I have been this entire year just put against each other in a lot of things, and I think a lot of people in behind the scenes thought it was such a competitive thing, especially between all the Grammys Best New Artist nominees. What they little didn't realize is that all of us were very much having fun and being very friendly. Like Cat's Eye and all of us would always like get group hugs and like really like just talk about how an amazing moment this is. And Shane and I have just been having a blast because we are competitive. Him and I are very competitive, and we've kind of just been like back and forth, just having that moment. And then also on top of it, we have these great down to earth moments where we're just like, congratulations on everything. Look at where you are. Because we started at the beginning. In the beginning of 2025, we played the same show, and we're like, we were so, impressed with each other. And now here we are. It's just a cool moment.
And both of you continue to work, and you're gearing up for this massive tour, going to be at United Center this summer. How are you approaching this tour differently than others? Because last time you were here was House of Blues, Lollapalooza,
Yeah.
but like a massive stadium tour.
Yeah, to be frank with you, I've not prepared at all. I'm excited for the show. I've built this show for the last 6 months now of just like, wanting it to be this moment. We've got like 10 people on stage with me. We've got real instruments, no bull. It's just going to be really exciting, good music. And I'm expecting crying. I'm expecting to cry. I don't know how I'm going to sing through half of these songs. And it's just going to be a really, really fun night, a really healing night for a lot of people. I think if you've ever lost someone, coming to the show is going to really help you understand grief in a way. And if you love someone, it's going to show you different ways to express that.
Well, we are so excited to see you here in Chicago. We can't wait. Alex Warren, thank you so much for taking the time and joining 101.9 The Mix.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks, Alex.